back to another video. Today in this video we are going to learn how to build this awesome accordion using just HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So here we go. So let us start with folder accordion. So next time I will prepare this folder from the beginning only because it takes a bit of time. So let us start with our index.html. Then we have style.css and we have app.js. We will start with our HTML part. Let us give it a title, Accordion, and inside this body, first of all, we will have our UL, unordered list with ID Accordion, and inside this UL we have our list item li, and inside this list item we'll have one label for input. It will be for we'll create one input here, and let me close it. So this input will be type radio, and name will be accordion, and I will give it ID first. There will be 5 such inputs, so it will have unique ID. It will be the first ID, so I'll give it a first. After this, it will be automatically checked. Then for it will be, so this label will be for this input. So I will take this ID here, FIR first. So it will have one class active by default. Then here for now I will hardcode it. But what is HTML? We'll start with this. Inside this label we'll have one span. Now inside this span we'll have 2 icons, so we'll be extracting this icon from font awesome. Icons go here. Okay, now search up arrow. So this one, we need this. Not this one. Single up. Yeah, this looks perfect. We need this icon and paste it here. Again, we need one down icon. Down arrow, yeah, here it is. So just copy this and paste it here. Here we have one other. We have to add one other class here, up and down. Now this for this icon we need one CDN. Now go to CD and type font awesome. So copy this link and just paste it. That's it. Now save it. Now let us open this file on our browser. Okay, looks great. It's working fine now. After this, let us copy this input multiple times, and also one more thing we need, one container we need, so that we can put some text here. Div with class content Inside this class we have our p. So what is HTML? Let us copy some text from Google. HTML. Just copy this text from here. Just paste it. Yeah, that's it. What we need for now. Now just copy this list item 5 times or whatever, how many times you want. You can use it. So I'll be giving here what is CSS, JavaScript, React, and we have our node. So let's pick up some description for all of it. HTML, this will be for CSS. Just copy this, paste it here. Same thing for JavaScript. Then just copy this, for JavaScript, for React as well. Then for Node, that's a lot of copy pasting, but just for some example we have to take this. You can use any three also, whatever you want. So here it is. Now let's check how does it look. Yeah, it's great. Not that great, a bit ugly, but let us make it beautiful by using CSS. So here we have to connect our CSS file first, CSS file and our app file, that is JavaScript file, linked style sheet. Then we have our href style.css, and below here I will add our script file. Script source, it will be app.js. Now let's reload. Now let us start our CSS part. Let us start with some default CSS, which is, I'll give padding will be 0, margin will be 0, and our box sizing will our border box. Then after this let's start to body. I'll give a background color here, so it will be a linear gradient. Not not background color, it should just background color doesn't have linear gradient. So here 0 0 3 1, yeah, just copy this. We're going to change all these colors one by one. Let us first select any, you can select any color whatever you want, but I just make it decent. I'm selecting few colors from here. Yeah, it's not okay, something is wrong here. Okay, yeah, that's what we need. So first of all, take this. I just love this gradient, so you can use solid color also. Okay, so that's our body we have. Now let's design other part. No, 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 no. Doesn't good. Okay, let's move forward. Then we have our font family. It doesn't looks good, but with time it will take good shape. Font family will be sans serif. So here it is. Now let us design our accordion. We select our accordion. Here we have our not padding, margin. I want to give it 100 pixel auto and auto. That's short and better. And we have width of I want to give it 600 pixel. Save, reload. Here it is. It looks great. Okay. Now, now we have why does it look like this? It shouldn't happen like this. Gradient, gradient. Okay, okay, okay. Let me give it a height of 100 ph. Yeah, that's fine now. Okay. Now we have our accordion list li items. So here for li items, I want to give line style none. Width I want to give 100%. Margin bottom 12 pixel. Then we have our background. I want to give it just white color. We have our padding of not padding of 10 pixel. Then we have our border radius. I want to give it 8 pixel. Then box shadow. I want to box shadow. Give it 5 pixel, 5 pixel, 5 pixel. I want to give it a grayish color. A bit of grayish. Yeah, this is what I want to give. Yeah. So yeah, it looks good for now. And I think we don't need this height. Yeah, that's great. Now after this we have our accordion list label. Accordion li label, and for label we have padding of 10 pixel. Then I want to make it a flex box, so we display flex, justify content, space between, align item, and give center. Then font size 18 pixel. Then font width, and to make it bold, or just give it 500. Then color, text color, I'm to give it blue. Yeah, so blue. Then we have font weight. I already gave it, so I want to give it bold. Then we have our cursor pointer. So now let's save and reload. Yeah, it looks great till now. Now we have to work on this input as well, so that we can use it as label. Now after this label we have our span inside this label. So let us select, just copy paste all this to save some time. Now type span. For span we have font size. I want to give font size of 22 pixel. Yeah, and color I want to give it a bluish color. Yeah, it should be blue. Yeah, yeah, that's great. Now after this we have our radio button. So I do not want to show our radio button. Instead of radio button, this label will represent the input. So here we have accordion accordion label, and this plus represent next element after this selector, and which is this input, and it is of type radio. Is of type radio. And here, so what's okay, I forgot this. Then we have this, it will display none. So let's save and reload. Here it is. So our radio button has been removed. Now we have our this content box. So for this, let's select this. So our accordion dot content. For content we have padding 0 10 pixel. This is shorthand method. Line height I want to give it 26 pixel. Then we have max height and give it, max height will be 0, and overflow I want to give it hidden. So by default it will be 0, but when we select this, it will, the max height will get increased. So here I want to give text color black. Then transition I want to this change of max height, okay, which will be of 0.5 second. Save and reload. Okay, that's great. I think better I should give this height. Should I give this a height 100 VH? Let's save and reload. Okay, no. Good. Just let's give this, give it here on. That's great. If I remove this margin, okay. If I give padding 100 pixel, yeah. So I don't want to give padding as well. Just make it a flex box. Display flex. Justify content center. Align item center. Now yeah, that's fine. Everything working great. Now accordion. After this we'll add some CSS when this uh, radio button is checked. So label. So the selector after this selector will be input. Just don't want to type all this, just is copy pasting for when, so when it is checked, and in that case we'll select the container after this input, which is our contain. Here we will increase the max height to 400 pixel. So let's reload. Yeah, so okay. Hmm. Actually, I have done one mistake here. I have copy pasted all this, so all the list item get active class. So it shouldn't happen. And I have to change the ID for all this also. It couldn't have all same ID. We have to make it second. Then we have our third, fourth, and for this we have our fifth. Now let's save and reload. I hope it will work. Okay, so it's still not working. Okay, okay. I have to change this as well. This is what we do while coding. There will be bugs. Just we need to find the way how to fix all the bugs. I hope it will work now. Yeah, it's working really great. So, and this check should be removed for us. By default, I want to make only one check. So here it is. So in this way, it will be selected. So now we have to work on this part, these two buttons. So for that, let us add some CSS here. We are almost done. For up, I by default it will be, the display will be block, and I want to make it more important so that it override all the CSS there. And also, and for down, I want to display none by default and make it important. So now let's reload. Here it is. So when it is active, there should be something change. So when it will be active, it will change to down. So for that we have our active. When it contains the active class, active, all the span element inside this active, and I want to add this active class here in the label. So it is the parent tag for this span, and this is the child component of this span. So it is the child component of span and of the label. So for that we have to add this span, and we have our up. So for that display, when it is active, our up will be hidden, so the display will be none. And let me make it most important, and same thing for down as well. Down, Here it will be block. We change to block. So now let's reload. So here you can see, as it is active, as here it has active class, so it is showing down. See, you can see, and all these are showing down. Now we have to work on our JavaScript part. So let's start with our function get accordion. Here we will send one props, that is our one element will send here. This function will run whenever we'll click on the label. So for that we have our document dot add event listener, and it will be click. Then we have if e dot target matches label. Then let us check is it working or not. uh, yeah, e dot target. So let us console this. So when I click on this, yeah, so it is a label. So I hope it will work here. So let me send this element inside this function. Now let's console from this function log el. Okay, click here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I hope it is working. I hope you understand what's going on here. So when you click anywhere in the document, so we're filtering out if we click on the label or not. So if it is label, it will run this function. So here it is. So it is label, so it's working fine. So now what we will do in this function is we'll select the active class. This active document dot query selector active. So the which container contain the active class, we'll select that, and we'll remove that one. We'll toggle that if it contains the active class. And classless dot toggle will, if there is the active class, we'll remove or we'll add. We'll toggle this class, and we'll add this class to the new element we are sending to this function. Target dot class list dot add actually. So now let's save and reload. Now let's check. So here it is. This icon get changed. See, it's working fine. So that's what I wanted to build today. I hope you like it, and if you have any question, you can just comment it out. And yeah, that's all. I hope you like it, and if you did, just hit thumbs up. And if you want more videos like this, just consider subscribing. And thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.